Good morning. It's 11:39. I've got a... Okay, you know what? Just stop. I've got a, ride coming at any time. I should be eating something, getting ready to go, but instead I'm reading this. First of all, this really doesn't tell anything. This tells me what you did there. September assessment took 1 assignment completed. Her assessment took place at the Portland office of the Commission for the Blind on September 8th was completed September 13th over a 7-hour period. It took 5 added hours to score and interpret test results and complete this written report. She seemed anxious before we met, but after her meeting with me, she did not recommend plan 2 disabilities with functional environment. Okay, I think this is the actual report. Okay, I am, as I said in my last video, and I hope it uploaded, I'm pretty sure it eventually uploaded. Things were slow to upload last night for some reason. I lost my job yesterday. It had nothing to do with being fired. It had everything to do with the company having a financial situation that was unexpected. And now, frankly, an assistant, though it still may be something she needs, is not something my boss can afford any longer. So, where does that leave me? Going back to reports from years ago and trying to find another job. That's where, I'm trying to believe that there is a light of employment at the end of this topsy-turvy, twisty-turny, challenging tunnel. But the thing about me is, it wasn't just my rehab counselor. I do have a different rehab counselor, but I'm not sure that my new rehab counselor, we will have a better relationship, I expect, but I'm not sure this new voc rehab counselor, relatively new, will have a whole lot better results when it comes to finding me a job than my previous one did. I just have too many complications that make it hard, if not impossible, to find me a job. I'm not sure how we're going to combat that fact, but I also don't believe that God meant for me to lose a good job and then do nothing with the rest of my life. I mean, there's got to be something. There's got to be something out there. It's just a matter of finding it. Leaving no stone unturned, jumping in the haystack looking for the needle, and after a lot of time and effort and difficulty, finding it. So I've got to go ahead and eat this. I've got
11:43 a.m. and 32 seconds.
15 minutes before my ride either comes or at least my window opens, and then I'm going to go to North Star, without whose help I couldn't have found my last job. Tell them what's going on, ask them to help me get onto unemployment, and more long-term, do what they can to help me find another job. I'll be working with someone different, but their goal is still the same. Why is it that these earphones will not work? This thing would not work yesterday, and it will not work now. Let's take out this thing. put it in this other thing. It's not a... See? That's not a Apple device. It's not even something that needs an earphone. You know, it's not the same kind of thing. But it works. I could hear out of that thing. Now you put this in here, and I can't hear out of it. I don't know if you could just hear me or not. Damn it. I'm just gonna have to go without these and hope that you can hear me in spite of the fact that I haven't got these on. Damn it. And I put these earphones into this thing and I could at least hear. But, you know what? You lock up.
Screen locked.
I can still hear it, but that's just regular earphones. That's not a microphone. And if I'm sitting in the lift bus, half whispering, I kind of need something that you're going to hear me on. I'm just going to have to hope for the best. Going out, because I'm not going to mess with this anymore. I'm on my way to North Star. I intended to bring my computer that because I don't know if I said this before, but I was able to lift I already told you that, I was able to lift this limit of 15 minutes, but I tried to get an AdSense account set up, and I haven't been able to do that, and I was going to ask him for help at North Star, but I packed the computer up, and I got distracted working on something else. The ride showed up, and I got myself to the point where I really didn't have time to think very much. I just had to get out here before they left. And when you plan to bring something but then get in a hurry, you find yourself leaving stuff. And by the time I thought about it, I didn't feel like I had time to go back and get it, so... Oh well. There are more important things to do anyway. Like, get whatever help is possible to get on unemployment and talk to the employment coordinator about the situation that I found myself in. If she's going to help me, I think she needs to... That report that I was reviewing earlier was an assessment done like 5 years ago, for Voc Rehab, to kind of give them some direction about what I need. And maybe I could change things here or add something there, to update things a little bit. But in general, a lot of what he's saying is still true. And I think that my Voc Rehab counselor and the North Star employment coordinator and anyone else who's going to help me try to find a job needs to read this, because I went to Newsline, which is I use the phone method. There are various apps and different ways that it can happen, but basically it's the text of newspapers and stuff for people who can't read print. I looked at job ads that were out there this morning, And of course, a lot of these jobs that are out there, have things about them that make it impossible for me to... First of all, Lyft, I guess it's Lyft. Drive your car, pick people up, make a bunch of money per day just by driving around. Yeah, well... First thing you find out about me, I'm blind, which of course means I can't get a driver's license, which is why I take door-to-door transit everywhere, which pretty much makes it clear why I can't do that job. And, there are little things like that between being blind and having some other issues that make it impossible for me to take a lot of jobs, so it's... Like I said before, it's looking for a needle in a haystack, trying to find the right job for me. This unique individual with all kinds of challenges stacked up against her for life, she can't get a job. That's why my last job was such a dream come true. And the fact that it's gone just really... leaves me pretty lost, but I'll figure. I'll like I said before, I can't believe it. I'm not a mega Christian, but I do believe that there's a God out there that's looking out for us, that has things that He wants us to do, and for Him to pull my job out from under me and then be happy watching me sit here and do nothing with my life because I don't have that job anymore. Can't be. I mean, this happened for... I don't know why this happened. That's not for me now. Maybe I'll figure it out later as time goes on, but... If I'm no longer meant to work at my former company, then there's got to be some place that I am meant to work, because I've still got it in me. She didn't say, look, you keep getting sick, you need to stop working and go to the doctor and get yourself together. That's not what she said. It has nothing to do with me. It has to do with lousy luck hitting the company, and, well, it wasn't even lousy luck. It was a situation that I'm not going to discuss, but she found herself unable to afford me anymore. But, again, there's something out there. There's somewhere out there that I am meant to be at, and I don't know when or how I'm going to find it, but I'll find it. Now I'm just rambling, saying things I've already said. I'm going to stop this for now. Maybe I should. Let's see. I knew better than this. I should not have told them I wanted to be there at 1 o'clock. I should have told them I wanted to be there at 12:45, because a meeting, the daily meeting, where what happens is we go to this daily meeting, and there comes a time when the person that's running the meeting says, does anyone need direct assistance today? And that's where I would pipe up and say, yeah, I need this. And it's 5 to 1, and I'm still driving around. I hope I'm the next person to be dropped off, but I don't know. We could be dropping someone else off. We could be picking someone else up. All I can hope is that I make it in time for direct assistance, although I could ask for it even after. I mean, I guess it's not... If nothing else, I could just talk to somebody and find out if the person I really need to talk to is there, and see if anyone that happens to be there happens to be able to help me with this. Next time I'll try to time it better. See, I know that when you're dealing with paratransit, you tell me you need to be there 15 minutes earlier than what you really need to be there. I don't know why I did that yesterday. Maybe I just wasn't myself. Let's face it, it was a hard blow yesterday. I was pretty teary the whole time. See, are we here or are we somewhere else? Okay. It worked out. I got here with like 2.5 minutes to spare, but I'm here. And fortunately, I think I hear the voice of the person I need to talk to, so... Or at least one of the people I need to talk to. Okay. I'm gonna need to get some information for unemployment. At least now I know what I need. And it's gonna be easy enough to get. And the employment coordinator's in a meeting right now, but when she gets out, I should have at least half an hour before before my ride shows up, which should be enough time to at least check in with her, try to give her some idea of what I'm looking for. But I should have brought in that report that I was just reading. I'll print it out or email it to her tonight and get it ready. Because I think anyone who tries to help me find a job needs to know these things. So that they don't find 300 different jobs that aren't going to work for me. I'll just email her, I guess. It's freaking
3:24 p.m. in 5 seconds.
6 minutes before my ride is expected, and she's not been available the whole... Well, I just emailed my voc rehab counselor. I did some checking into unemployment, and I'm feeling like there's nothing more I can do right now except go home and
I never even know how many hours they're supposed to have.
send out an email, get some information compiled and printed up in a way that I can look at it and kind of go from there. Yeah. It happened exactly like I thought it would. I had to leave before I had a chance to talk to her. I'm going to email her and say, number one, here's the information that I want you to have. Number two, when's a good time for us to meet? I want an appointment so that she's not in meetings all afternoon and I'm there for no reason. I mean, I wasn't there for no reason. It was not a wasted trip, but
you need an extra half hour to get you from Portland up to
I was hoping
Vancouver. Southbound add an extra 12 minutes from the
to at least do a little more than what I did.
The Fremont.
Oh wow.
The east side jammed up the 205, 84 interchange, 205
There's not much I can do now beyond going home
Jackson down to Powell. Slow and go on the Banfield outbound.
doing stuff on the
10 minutes there.
computer.
And we have a new accident, 224 east.
I hope you can hear me. That radio is
Raise the standards of death.
Okay, I just got home. And the first thing I want to do is go ahead and submit this form for... There's a kind of a letter writing event thing happening tomorrow. And I guess I feel like if I write my own here, now, I won't have to go to that thing tomorrow because I want to write one, but...
Virtual store activity, etc. Page up are not accessible. Artwork of fixed alleged business and a other narrative star. Off states edit port set edit virtual email combo box names edit virtual left edit Iran end for combo box.
I want to write one of these things, but I don't know if I need to do it seems weird. I don't know if I need to do it at that letter writing thing, but I need to get it done, so I'm gonna take another look at this.
We implement technical standards for public websites in alignment with Web Content Accessibility Guidelines 2.0 AA. Accessible websites are important to me because as I search for a job, I sometimes come upon alleged business opportunities. Working from home as a private consultant for a national franchise, my experience with those types of companies is that they work for a lot of people, but they don't work for me. And part of the reason for that is because their websites are not accessible for people like me who use text-to-speech screen readers. That is, computer programs that read aloud the text on the screen for someone who cannot read conventional print. The last company I tried to build a business.
Okay, that got submitted. Okay, I think.
Alt F4, Internet Explorer
That
dialog. Do
was-
you want to close all tabs or the current tab? Close all tab, close current tab, shift tab, close all tab, space.
I think that is taken care of.
Alt tab, foundation letter, alt tab, see users pad, alt tab, desktop, alt tab, JAWS professional, alt tab, foundation letter, alt tab, see users pad, alt tab, desktop, alt tab, JAWS professional, alt tab, foundation letter, the department.
This can go
Alt
away.
F4. Alt tab, see users pad, alt tab, desktop, folder view, list view, Outlook 21st,
Open
enter.
Outlook.
Opening Outlook, choose profile dialog, profile name, combo box, Outlook, to change this, enter, opening Outlook. Inbox personal Outlook, list box, Pat Ferguson. North Star Clubhouse 7, Sharon Virgil, unread, Diane Coverstone, social this weekend, 27/12/2016, 3:39.
Email to employment coordinator, written and
All this, message,
Sent.
North Star Clubhouse info.
I need to get the information that I need for unemployment. And then look at this weekly newsletter from North Star that does have some job opportunities. I liked it better when they included a description of the job opportunity in the newsletter. Now it just says, here's what the job title is, and if you want information, click on this website, or click on this link. Okay, I'll click on the links. Okay,
Title is based on from SFH, Alt F4.
I got that up, turned it into a Word file, printed it out, and have it in my on my computer. Now I'm gonna, what am I gonna do? Copy those files to Dropbox so I can get them on my other machine. You know, there was a time I would have taken out a USB drive or a SD card and put those files on there. As it is now, my Braille Sense, which is my specialized computer, or specialized kind of laptop for the blind, in case anyone hasn't seen any of my previous vlogs where I talked about it. It's got Dropbox, and I've got Dropbox, and there's no reason I can't use Dropbox as a file sharing method between the two machines. Okay. Close out of that.
See users pad, 5550 document,
Close
Alt
out of
F4.
that.
Alt tab, inbox personal Outlook, alt tab, JAWS professional, alt tab, 71222016 weekly navigator messaging. Menu bar, alt F4, file to navigate, escape, menu. Title is desktop. Alt tab, leaving menus, inbox personal Outlook. Inbox personal Outlook, attachment, Diane Coverstone.
Okay. So that's all I'm going to do for right now. I just took all of the files that had anything to do with work and cut them to the clipboard and pasted them into the folder that has to do with work. And I should just delete the whole thing, but I won't. But I don't want constant reminders when I'm going through my documents of where I used to be and where I am not now. So all of that stuff is up in that folder, and I will still see that folder from time to time, but at least I won't see all kinds of files on my freaking list of documents as I'm going through them trying to find one thing that just will remind me of I should still be doing that stuff, but because of circumstances beyond anyone's control except a couple of people who chose not to respond to them the way we would have wanted them to, and that's all I'm going to say about it. I've probably already said too much. I'm not there. Yeah. I'm unhappy with the way things happened. But forgive me, I'm just going to say it. Shit happens sometimes, and I'm just going to have to pick myself up and pull myself together and say, well, it sucks that I lost that job, but there's another job out there. I don't know where. I don't know when it's going to show up. I don't know how I'm going to find it, but it's got to be out there. And I'm trying to remind myself that it was a pain in the ass getting to my last job because of where it was versus where I live. You know, it was 20 minutes away from my place, not because it was on the other side of Portland, but it was in Happy Valley, which is like outside of the Portland city limits. My kind of limit was within the Portland city limits. This seemed so... The North Star Employment Coordinator at the time was talking so highly about it that I was like, well, I'll consider doing that kind of traveling to make this work. And I did end up doing that traveling to make this work. And I would have kept doing that traveling to make this work. But maybe, you know, if I'm no longer meant to work at that company, maybe it's because I'm meant to work someplace closer to where I live. A girl can hope, can't she? Okay, well, I'm going to say that that's the end of today's vlog, and I hope you're liking what you're seeing. If you are, I hope you'll like and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye.